We're gonna talk about ZX, aka Grown Folks TV, intervention on Tuck and D. You know what I mean, or Tuck Beat. All right. Excuse me. Where do we start with this? Cause this is a serious topic. Ain't no joking with this one. Now, I know Tuck and D, or I know about Tuck and D through Nisa. You know what I mean? Now, Tuck and D is this couple that get drunk, you know what I mean? And, they always drunk playing music. I guess they be playing the drums. I don't know if they play drums in school or whatever the case is. I don't know. I don't know if, they play the drums and, they always get drunk, turn up, do what drunk couples do, you know what I mean? Every hood, every project got that one drunk couple, right? Whether young or old, right? So I know Tuck and D through Nisa. Nisa used to always say, "Oh, that's where I go to lay low." You know what I mean? To get away from all the other shit. You know what I mean? So I knew about Tuck and D. I was subscribed to them, but I never stayed because I just didn't see what the appeal was. You know what I mean? Kind of like with Tyra. A lot of people be watching Tyra, and I just don't see the appeal. It just never piqued my interest. Now with Tuck and D, me personally, I just thought they was just like a couple that get drunk, argue, listen to music, and fall asleep. That's what I thought. Until one day I'm on Turn Up Tuesday over at Buddy Lee's. Shout out to Buddy Lee or whatever. I'm at Turn Up Tuesday because I was there for another situation. I was peeping what was going on with a situation where somebody got exposed as a racist, but we ain't gonna get into that. So that's why I was over there. So I'm watching the show, and he goes into his YouTube news and he talks about Tuck and D. He plays a video, and it's Tuck, various videos, more than 3 or 4 videos, where Tuck is hitting this woman. He's beating on this woman. He's throwing her around. He's slapping her in the face. There's a clip where she's sitting there with a black eye, like someone like decked her, you know what I'm saying? And I was in shock because, like I said, I never known them. Like I would hear things like I might have heard. I think I heard Lady La say that something happened over there and D had a bruise on her leg, but I ain't think nothing of it. I just thinking I was just a drunk couple acting stupid. Like I never stayed over there, so I never knew the extent of what was popping over there until I saw the video and I seen him hitting her. But that one video where he slapped, I think, her sunglasses off and she started crying, that broke my heart. I ain't gonna front. Like, I'm holding back tears now because I got daughters. And I know somebody out there is probably gonna spin a narrative, but we'll deal with that, when the time comes. But yeah, when because to me, I don't hit women. Now, that don't mean I won't curse your ass out, but I don't hit women, you know what I'm saying? But when he slapped her, she started crying. My heart broke instantly because I'm like, damn. Because, I got daughters, I got a mother, I got aunts, you know what I'm saying? Had grandmothers, you know what I mean? Nah, you just don't put your hands on them, you know what I'm saying? You curse a motherfucker out, though. I don't give a fuck. And I don't mean, see, cursing a motherfucker out and verbal abuse is 2 different things. Verbal abuse is when you be like, oh, you fat, you're nothing, you ain't shit. If I just curse you out and be like, yo, you motherfucker, stop fucking playing with me, stop doing stupid shit, I don't look at that as verbal abuse. That's just me. But I say that to say, yeah, man, you don't put your hands on a woman, man. And I just thought it was fucked up. And that shit almost made me cry. I was like, oh, man. And, Tuck is trying to say that, because he's a Navy dude. He was in the Navy. He's not in the Navy no more. He still gets his check from the Navy because I guess he got the PSA. I don't know what they call that shit. And he's saying it's training, but it can't be training because if it's training and you slapping her, why is she crying? That's where he fucked up at. And then he also fucked up where it's footage of him with a stun gun, stunning this woman. Like, you know what I'm saying? And, like he just doing mad, like just doing like the most, and like nah, he abusing that woman. So I guess ZX caught wind of it, you know what I'm saying? And, he's trying to do some things. He's trying to intervene, you know what I mean? Because he's also has a daughter, he's also a man, he's an older guy. He always tries to school not only the young ladies on YouTube, but the young, the young dudes, you know what I mean? The younger dudes. Even dropped game on me before, you know what I mean? You know what I mean? I look at him as a father figure, you know what I mean? He's an OG, you know what I mean? I respect his wisdom, you know what I mean? Fuck all the YouTube politics, you know what I'm saying? But I guess he's trying to intervene, and he's more like, fuck it. I'm taking this footage, I'm sending it to the police. If I gotta dox you to get the attention of the police, if I, whatever. And, I have to agree with him. I have to agree with him. Now, I know that, he was kind of mad at the chat or whatever, but there has been people, like Nisa and other people that did try to help and try to do things, you know what I mean? And, the young lady, like most women that abuse, don't want the help. They more like, oh, I'm good, you know what I'm saying? So they feel there's nothing they could do. ZX is turning it up a notch. He's like, fuck it, we're going to dox him, put the information out there. We're gonna let the police know. We sending the footage, and I have to agree. If doxing them is gonna save, lives, and I mean lives, because we trying to save both lives. We trying to save not only the young lady, we trying to save the man. You know what I mean? Like if Tuck fuck around and kill this woman, he gonna be in jail for the rest of his life for this shit. You know what I mean? So we trying to save both their lives. You know what I mean? Really, you know what I'm saying? And I say we because I'm all for it. If you gotta dox the motherfuckers and have somebody in their city go up to that and knock on their door and tell them, yo, don't you ever put your hand on this woman again. If you do, I'm coming back to the. Because that's what old school niggas used to do. When you do some shit like that, the OGs would step to you like, yo, man, I better not ever see you do no shit like that again. You know what I mean? And sometimes it would work. You know what I mean? It would straighten niggas out. Oh, shit, back in the day, I remember brothers and uncles and fathers would roll deep to the daughter's house or the sister's house and beat the shit out the boy. Like, that's some old school shit, you know what I'm saying? So, since niggas ain't in the city, I guess they figure, fuck it. We gonna get the police involved. We calling the police. We putting their information out. So whoever's in the city want to step to this nigga. And I just look at it like, ZX trying to save lives, man. He's trying to save lives. He's trying to save that woman so she could sober up and get clean. And Tuck could sober up and get clean. And I don't think I don't think he's trying to like break them up. He's just trying to save them, like trying to get them help. You know what I'm saying? And what I'm hoping is that the Navy will step in and say, look, if you want to continue to get these checks, because I'm pretty sure he wants to keep getting the Navy checks and sitting on his ass. I mean, who don't want money to where they could just chill? You know what I'm saying? I'm hoping the Navy step in and be like, yo, man, if you want to keep getting these checks, you got to sober up and get help. You know what I mean? And I'm hoping that will happen, and then that would make him sober up, get help, you know what I mean, clean his life up. And then hopefully in return, because she's following him, so hopefully that make her want to clean up and get help. Because I seen pictures of her before. She was a little cutie, had a little more weight on her, you know what I'm saying? Right now, ZX ain't lied, man. She got like 20, 30 years taken away from her. She looks older, you know what I'm saying? She looks older. So when I seen the pictures of her younger, I'm like, oh shit. So, but the thing is, me personally, I don't think it's just alcohol. I think it's some drugs being used because I'm getting fiend vibes. I'm getting like fiend vibes. And I don't know if it's coke, dope, crack, or what, but I'm not just getting alcohol vibes. I'm not. You know what I'm saying? So, like I said, man, I gotta stand with ZX, on this one. Like I said, I'm not blaming the chat. Like I know he was mad at the chat. I don't think it's the chat's fault. Now, the ones that just go over there just to see something happening and y'all not doing nothing, then yeah, that's a problem. But the ones that actually try to do something, I'm not mad at them. I don't hold nothing against them, you know what I mean? But I do stand with ZX on trying to get help to these people no matter what. I don't care if it's doxing, calling the police, going over there physically. I don't give a fuck. We trying to save lives, man. We trying to save this black man from ruining his life by getting killed, or her even killing him. Because there's been times where I heard she done bashed him upside the head. You know what I mean? Abuse is abuse. We trying to dead all that. You know what I'm saying? So shout out to ZX, and shout out to everybody that's, trying to fix that situation and get those right. And the only thing I could do is pray. You know what I mean? Only thing I could do is pray for Tuck and D, man. Hope they get better. Hope they get clean and stop hitting one another. Especially Tuck, stop hitting that woman. And to you other ladies that's, playing victim, but you really not victim, you sitting there always talking about you being abused. It's some real victims out here. And for y'all to be out here trying to put that on men and trying to say, oh, he's an abuser, when the man never touched you, you know what I'm saying? Y'all need to cut that shit out because there's some real victims out here, you know what I'm saying? So, I say that to say, man, you know what I mean? I'm against abuse, you know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? Especially physical, you know what I'm saying? But, like, playing victim when you're not a victim, it's not cool. But, like I said, we'll deal with that when the time comes. But, much love to Tuck and D. I'm praying for y'all, man. Y'all in my prayers, man. I want to see y'all get better. And, like I said, I'm riding with ZX on this one, man. It is what it is, man.